President Bola Tinubu has signed into law the Student Loans Bill. The Student Loan Bill, sponsored by the Speaker of the Ninth House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, passed the third reading at the House 2 weeks ago. The law is to provide easy access to higher education for indigent Nigerians through interest-free loans from the Nigerian Education Loan Fund. President Tinubu's aide, Dele Alake, made the announcement at the State House.
And that Students' Loans Bill, you all know what it entails, what it connotes, the meaning. This is a promise made during the presidential campaign by the then candidate, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that he will bring back the issue of the student loans issue onto the front burner. And today, that promise he made has been kept.
A bill tells you what should be done. The how of it will be done is what we are going to put together. And the good luck is that we have experience already in this area. We already have a federal scholarship board scheme running. But the difference this bill makes is that it's going to be a loans board so that people that don't even have, for whatever reason, don't qualify could be able to apply for a loan.
Rise News analyst Dayo Sobowale is here with us to discuss the new law on student loans and the repayment modality in view of the high graduate unemployment. Good to have you on Newsday. Good afternoon, Mr. Sobowale.
It's a pleasure to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you as usual. Well, if we're going to get into the specifics, we understand that what will be factored in this when considering the interest-free loan is that they will factor in the student's number of years of study and the ability to pay back. I'm wondering what your thoughts is on that, especially regarding assessing the student's ability to pay back when they're probably not even employed yet.
Well, there's no assessment to be done in that regard, but I admire the spirit in which this issue is being reopened, because we used to have student loan before. Although we had more of scholarships and state subsidies from various states. But then I'm not surprised that this president is moving in that direction. Because if you remember, I think it was Chief Sobowale first introduced free education in this country. Then the military intervened. Then Jakande too came in under UPN and introduced free education in Lagos State. But this is about university education. And you note for now that our university system is comatose.
Yep.
So it's like it's non-functional because the lecturer strikes have paralyzed literally everything. So that's the danger in the student loan. It's a step in the right direction, but then you have to think of the repayment capacity and potential of beneficiaries of the loan. Because they are setting up a bank. Banks have a way of recovering their loans once you have agreed to the repayment schedule. So I don't know how they are going to work it out. Although, like Lake said, they will set up a board and committees, then they will work out the modalities. But what is crucial, you get me, is the repayment capacity of the students. Because once you have graduated and you don't have any job, the loan becomes a weapon against you for the future. So there must be some cushion to be built into it. Maybe beneficiaries of the loan will be given first priority in terms of employment in the public sector. But then don't you forget that we have people studying overseas who graduate faster than their Nigerian counterparts because they go on at breakneck speed, whereas these people have a certain tenure for which they will graduate. So it is a step in the right direction. What I will even say is that knowing the pedigree of this president, Awolowo was a socialist, but ideologies are different nowadays. They are calling the Democratic Party in the US communist now, because they want to they want to introduce big government and fund social welfare benefits like this loan. But then this loan is not a free gift. And I will, much as I admire it, I will want the government to go a step further. Make it free. Make it free. And I will tell you a story. When I was in the university, one Dr. Lewis, he taught me development economics. And he said free education was not possible because government had competing demands, like water, hospital, and so on. But see, the irony of it was that he taught me that at the university. When Jack Hunde introduced free education, was the secretary to the government. He was the one who implemented it. So nothing is impossible. Once they have moved in this direction, if they can prevail on the lecturers, ASU, already they are saying it is not possible.
Yes.
Because they won't teach anyway, and the students will suffer. And you don't put a burden on the young graduate of repayment of a loan, can disrupt their lives forever. So something must be factored into it.
Definitely.
Either it is free or they give them priority in terms of employment so that they can have something to pay back the loan.
Just reiterating what you said, the president of ASU last year to tertiary education reform did say that with the current high unemployment rates in the country, it would be almost impossible for students to repay their loans. But what I even want to talk to you about, I say the measures in place, the criteria, the selection process, where it says that the loans would be put out for applicants who have a family income less than 500,000 naira per annum. Do you think this was an okay bracket to put it in?
It's a starting point. Like Alake said, they have to set up committees, they have to set up the bank, then they work out the modalities. But they say the selling point in this is that the government is taking care of the youths and is going in the direction of letting them have steady education, regardless of the pockets of their parents, and then graduating in time, lecturers permitting, and then getting some work to be able to pay that back. But I want to still say again, I will feel happier if they make it free.
Free education.
Yes, given the way we are now. We've had free education in this place. When I was in the university, I had federal government scholarship. We had state subsidies. The danger is that I think the states too should buy into this, sponsor their own indigent students in their head. Let them buy, but then they will make sure that some smart people don't use both federal loan and state loan.
Speaking of the states.
And that they use the loan for the courses for which they are given.
Speaking of the states, Mr. Sobowale, we have just about a minute. We have about a minute. The permanent secretary is asking the states to actually match the financial and technical support of the federal government.
Right.
Do you have concerns that this is feasible for all states, or do you think it's achievable?
Well, it should be. Education is the mainstay of economic development. And even the leading nations from the world invested in education. Britain, the EU, America invested in education. Because that's the only guarantee for development. I admire one state in particular, the Obaseki now. Get me? It's doing digital connection and technology, making sure that people have access to internet and education in digital technology. If each state prioritizes its development and is ready to promote its future and economic development, should invest in education no matter how it costs.
Definitely.
Yes.
All right, then. Thank you so much.